Hello, I'm going to be doing Lab 9, EE3450, Cal State LA. I'm going to start with the code. The initialization of the code is we set up I'm using the big board. So we set up the system clock frequency to 48 megahertz. And we set up the UART and set up GPIO. And the setup for the GPIO, for the UART, is a high speed system baud rate. So it's the BRD is the system clock, which is 48 megahertz divided by 8. And what we get is an integer and a fraction. So the BRDI, or the baud rate integer, is the integer value of that, and the fractional value is multiplied by 64 and added by 0.5, and we include the integer of that value. So that is the results are here is 52 and 5, and that's how they were calculated. The clock for the UART is enabled in module 0, and we disable the UART and clear it in the control register. And line 3, we set up the UART to the IBRD, the integer value, to the UART IBRD, and the FBRD is equal to the fractional value UART FBRD. Here it says the baud rate was settings are 115,200. It's for 8 bits, and the N stands for non-parity and 1 stop bit. So implementing this into the code is the line control. It's 8-bit data, non-parity, 1 stop, and enables the FIFO. And then we also have to enable the FIFO flags. So the clock is enabled in the UART, and it's selected as the system clock, using the system clock. And when we also enable the UART, the receiving enabler and the transmit enabler, using the UART system clock divided by 8. For the setup GPIO, we're using port A. So we enable the clocks on port A, and then we enable the port control register for pins 0 and 1, and the mask value is 0 times 1 for each pin. Then we have alternate function select for pin 0 and 1, and we enable that in line 5. In line 8, we use port A and pin 0 and 1, and we enable the a digital signal to go through those pins. And for the code, involves a character pointer, which is my name, and we're going to print on a string of hello, my name is, and that another string return in a new line my name. So and this is done on UART0, and we print a string, and then there's a time delay of 5 seconds, or 0.5 seconds. So we build, and then we download, and we're using the termite program, and the settings are set so that we're using COM3 at a baud rate of 11.5200. Data bit is 8 and stop bit is 1. The parity bit is none. Transmitted text append nothing, and we have a local echo. And hit OK. So I'm going to clear this and come here and reset. And it says, hello, my name is Alfonso Barbosa.